Hey, how's it going, people? Panda here, and I am back with some kind of video. I'm not exactly sure even how to phrase it. It's just kind of a normal commentary, but as the title says, it is kind of a wish list type thing. Actually, the title might not say wish list, because I don't know what I'm going to title this, but it's along those lines for what's going to happen at this week's upcoming E3 conference, which everyone's excited for, because it's that special time of year where all our favorite and least favorite game developers and publishers and companies spend a ton of money on special presentations and CG trailers, and we get a sprinkle of some gameplay stuff, even though the sprinkles are usually like 15 to 20 minutes. But anyway, obviously probably the main focus of this year's E3 is going to be similar to last year's E3, where they were focused on promoting and pushing and unveiling the new consoles. This year will probably be on the future of them. Have they been received? Have they been worked on and tweaked on? A lot of that's really going to be on Xbox's part because of its really unsupportive, not really launch, before the launch, all that. Then the launch, everything has been very shaky with it, but since Phil Spencer's taken over, there's been a lot more support behind it. I never had an issue with anything Xbox was doing, personally, but I understand why people did. But anyway, that's definitely going to be a big focus. Is just where the consoles are going. There have been discussions and rumors and stuff for a while going on if Nintendo will unveil or do something about a new console this year, which I don't think anybody really expects. Of course, there's the rumors and expectations, and a lot of people probably hoping, because the Wii U has struggled, even though it's creating a lot of momentum coming off of Mario Kart. For them, they really need to just stick it with that. They may announce some kind of bundle with Mario Kart. They need to really get across a lot of the excitement that's coming for Super Smash Brothers, and then I feel like that's expected. So it's going to be kind of hit or miss depending on what they do. What I think will help them immensely is some type of very big new title, whether it's their development or a third-party development. Just some kind of new, not Sonic, not Mario, not Donkey Kong, just some kind of new title. Even something along the lines of Bayonetta 3 would probably help them a lot. I know that's not a new title, it's a third game, but just some type of new, or a non-Nintendo title, if that makes sense, which I think it does, would really help them. I'm actually skipping through my notes now because I rambled on something else. Oh, the footage in the background is some old loadout games. Probably end up having to use two, because I imagine this will run somewhat long. So there's that. That's going to PS4. That's a lot of excitement. Whenever I get a PS4, definitely want to get that, see how it is on console. I don't know if the player base will be that big, actually, for consistent plays. I mean, a lot of people probably download it, but free to play games, they usually follow that anyway. But with the Xbox conference, obviously there's going to be a segment on TV and the NFL. They usually fit that into like the TV section of their presentation, the NFL stuff, the NFL Network, all that crap. Well, for that, I actually say crap. The TV integration stuff's cool, especially with the Xbox One. I actually want a cable box because of it. But I really think they need to keep it as short as they can. Get out there, make your main points. If you think it needs some kind of explanation, keep it short, keep it short, keep it short. The TV and NFL parts during the Xbox presser, the individual presser that they had last year, I think when they actually unveiled and announced the Xbox One, that ran on so long. You know, I understand they're trying to do, or especially back then, but they're trying to do the whole one piece of entertainment thing. Cool. But you do need to keep it short because a lot of people still see Xbox as game console. So just keep the entertainment, or not even just the entertainment, just the TV part needs to be short. Most likely they'll be talking about app usage, more apps, stuff about apps. It's a big thing. That should be a short segment on its own, so I'm not too worried about how the time will work with it. They'll probably have something about the connectless Xbox One, and hopefully some kind of clarification about the power deal, because I'm not so much worried about a game on the connectless Xbox looking better. I don't really care that much about, you know, really like some of the defined resolution stuff, like 1080p on this versus 944p on that. I probably couldn't tell a difference really on that. I've seen several comparison videos of like Watch Dogs and stuff, and there's been like a few like very minor things, but at the same time, because they're doing the different games, it could also be just how the light's doing it. With Watch Dogs, it's all kinds of different elements, so it's stuff like that I don't care about. And then I wouldn't imagine they would put out something where part of their base could have a higher frame rate than the other. That would actually annoy me because that is a game element. But again, I don't expect that to be a problem. I don't expect that to be an issue with even it versus the PlayStation 4. I know I just deleted it off of my console because a friend installed it, but I don't remember its name. Some kind of game, I don't remember, where it was 60 frames on PS4, 30 frames on Xbox One. Even though there was multiplayer on it, it's not like that would have mattered a lot to me. It didn't matter to him, apparently. But if, say, Battlefield 6 or something down the line comes out and it's 60, not even 60, they're both 60 now, 90 versus 60, if that somehow becomes possible, that would be an issue. But I'm getting on random stuff. Let's see here. Something that I could see them doing as not even the and one more thing, but as just a kind of long shot but possible part of their presser could be a mobile gaming app. As we know, we started implementing kind of like a second screen thing with the 3DS. PS4 is doing it with the Vita. I think if Microsoft tried to do something with either a separate app, or even if they could somehow do it with Xbox dashboard, that doesn't sound right. Smart Glass. They could do it with Smart Glass, but I actually think a separate app would work, or would probably be a better approach to it. But I could actually see them trying to do the mobile second screen thing, and I would imagine they would do it in a tablet app over a separate device, even though that's a lot of money lost. It's a couple $100 probably. I could absolutely see them doing that at some point. It's just kind of something I thought about that we could possibly see this year. Next year I think it would be more possible, but then again, they might not want to reach mobile market like that, or in that way at all, and just kind of stick to, I don't even know if Microsoft's really in any mobile gaming thing at all, besides Windows Phone. With PS4, I don't really know what, regarding the console, they'll address. Most likely apps, like I said with the Xbox One, where it's just app usage, new apps, app improvements, stuff like that. I can see them having something on the DVR functionality and how it's so vital to the experience of the PS4 and improvements coming to it, because I've not really heard anything good or bad about it since the latest update, but again, I don't know. It's not been getting as much attention as Upload Studio did at the start anyway, with the comparison being way different. Alright, probably made a cut there because I almost burped and I got a drink of water, so yay. Pretty much covered everything with the Wii U. I actually think they should go further in with 3DS pairing. Just make that as much of a feature as they can. I would doubt there's gonna be a new console, mobile or home console device announcement made. They could have something about an app. I don't know. It's untelling what Nintendo's really gonna do. And even though there's been some discussion on it recently because they delayed it, as well as I don't know how they would have their own presser. Well, they wouldn't have their own presser, but there's going to be news about the Steam Machine in some way, just because it's such a big thing going forward, or it's trying to be such a big thing going forward, that we're bound to hear something. Alienware, I know, came out and said, you probably heard it a ton of times, where this will be the first time they're like breaking even or barely making a profit on a device. I actually think we might hear where ones like Alienware or other third-party machines may launch this fall. But as for Steam's official machine, I imagine that one is about the only one that's going to be delayed. That's just a weird situation, and I'm sure there's going to be some kind of clarification done over the week or on a day or something. I believe that's okay. I was just checking to make sure that I saw my full list on this next part. Games. It's the actual big part that everybody's so excited for regarding E3 is new games, new trailers, stuff like that. Even though I made the joke earlier about the CG thing, which unfortunately isn't completely a joke. Just some games and stuff that I'm looking forward to seeing more on or hearing more about. Batman Arkham Knight, I know it's been delayed. I'm sure they'll have some kind of update for that. I don't know if there was an original launch date or if there was a re-release launch date. We may get one for this, just some kind of heads up, and I could actually see them doing actual gameplay trailer with this. I know a lot of trailers have already come out. They did this last year too, where when it comes to the actual trailers, they release them ahead of the expo, which I kind of don't like. Some of them I don't. It probably doesn't matter, like the loadout PS4 thing. It probably wouldn't get much more than just the play during the presser. So yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Battlefield, I really hope they don't announce 5 at all. Just don't touch 5. They're in enough problems right now. They're absolutely going to promote Hardline, probably have gameplay footage actually, because Battlefield always has, or for BF3 and BF4, they have had single player did I have multiplayer for 4? I don't remember. They've had a single player run through mission to show off everything, and I believe it's supposed to be a new engine, so that could be cool. I actually think that whoever is up there talking for EA or DICE needs to address it. They really messed up with 4 and having the bad launch, and they need to try and drive home that Hardline will launch, if not perfect, just way better than 4. I actually didn't have that many issues with the 4 launch, but I know there was a ton, and they just lingered on for a very long time. But you know, it is something that they need to try and address. This is running very long, even though I'm cutting a little bit out. Next, COD Advanced Warfare. A lot of people are just dumping on it, which it is Call of Duty, so anything they released would have been dumped on, except maybe Call of Duty Zombies. I'm very interested in it. I took a break kind of with Ghost, even though I have gotten a chance to play it a few times, and it's not fun at all. Gun game's barely fun for me. I love gun game style game modes. There's the new developer we all know, and it is a new developer. I know a lot of people who just always want to try and shit on the franchise. They did Modern Warfare 3. They didn't really do Modern Warfare 3. They finished it for Infinity Ward after all that stuff went down. This is their first official game. I do have, just based on the one trailer, I do have some concerns and stuff that I think I recorded the audio for the video, but I didn't put it out because I wasn't happy with it. But I'll save that and try to do it later, I guess after E3 and after we maybe find some new stuff out. Also I really think it's important that they announce a beta in some way, whether it's just a straight open beta or a pre-order bonus beta code. I really think it's important that they do it this year, just to try and get confidence within the community, because people are so unhappy with Ghost. They're so unhappy with Sledgehammer doing this game. I just think they need to do that for confidence sake. And as I said, this is running long, so this could be 3 or 4 loadout games. I might do something else. Might go and play a game of Hearthstone. It runs about 30 minutes sometimes. I'm interested to see what they do with Civilization Beyond Earth. I've not played a lot of Civ. I've played a couple, and it's just a fun franchise, and we'll see where that goes. Of course, a lot of attention will be put to Destiny and Evolve, 2 brand new franchises that have a lot of hype behind them. Over the last several months, I have kind of fallen off on Destiny just because there was such a drought between stuff, just trailers and stuff. I know they did like a week of announcing or showing off a different class. I didn't really look into any of it, so definitely look forward to see what they finally do with Destiny. I know PS4 and 3 get beta before Xbox, which is whatever, I guess. Then with Evolve, again, it's just a lot of hype. Really can't wait to really see it. I can't remember if it was at PAX East, I think it was, where a number of people got to play a kind of closed, like, alpha version or something there, and I heard a lot of good things from that. Then, as just a fan of the series and Xbox fanboy, not fanboy, just prefer it. Went over that before. Really excited to see what they do with Halo. That's going to probably get a fairly large part during Microsoft's conference, because they're going to have to touch on something with Halo 5, Guardians, that whole subtitle thing. Yeah. And then with the likelihood of the Halo Master Chief Collection thing, what was started out as just Halo 2 Anniversary, and then evolved into CE 2, 3, and 4 all remastered and stuff, and then how the multiplayer is going to work with that. There's several ways I could see them trying to like span the games and stuff all on the one, possibly where it doesn't matter which disc you use, or, well, if you download it doesn't matter at all. I do expect to see something about Minecraft Next Gen. I don't know what, because perhaps just another trailer and then a launch date, since they came out and said, at least on the Xbox One, that's coming this fall or in August. So Minecraft's just huge, so there will be some kind of something involving Minecraft on the new consoles. Even though we already got one trailer, I'm excited to see what else Mortal Kombat 10 has to offer. Great possibility that we see a reverse trailer of Sub-Zero defeating Scorpion. Just on a random note on that, I didn't mind the song in the MKX trailer. I'm not really a fan of rap at all, but I thought it fit really well. Interested to see what the Order 1886 has to bring. It was a game that I actually got really interested in, or at least with the trailer last year. That could be the game that really prompts me to get a PlayStation 4. Yeah, pretty much on that. A lot of excitement for Star Wars Battlefront, because it's Star Wars and it's Battlefront. A lot of hate probably too, because it's EA's DICE. I don't mind. Definitely interested to see how that does with Frostbite and everything. Mentioned earlier Super Smash Bros. I don't even remember writing that one down, but I did. Super Smash Bros. Just because it's another huge title for Nintendo. It's these games that's going to really try and get the Wii U across, because Wii U's just hurting so bad still. Sunset Overdrive, loved that big trailer. Can't wait to see what else they do with it. WWE 2K15, it got delayed till early 2016, no 2015. Whoa, that would have been ridiculous. 2K15 and 16. Really excited to see what happens with that. With 2K completely it's now 2K's game. They don't have to work off of Buke's model after the buyout and everything. So we're really excited to see where that goes. That's actually a graphical thing that I'm interested in seeing, because of going from the Uke's engine to 2K's, hopefully the engine they use for NBA games. On just kind of random note, I don't have it down, and I'm interested to see what NBA Live 15, the way they do the numbers always confuses me sometimes, but what NBA Live 15 will look like, because 14 was doo-doo. They're finally going to use the Infinite engine, just based on what I saw for the UFC demo. So pretty sports games. And then I'd heard somewhere, or from a friend, I didn't see it on Reddit anywhere when I took a brief check, that Valve was going to make some big announcement at PlayStation's event. If anybody's got more information on that, feel free to put it below. I don't know if he heard that from like somewhat reliable source or something, or if he just said it. That could be a possible thing. Again, I kind of doubt that Half-Life 3, Portal 3, TF3, and Left 4 Dead 3, or any of those will be announced. I guess Portal 3 could. I don't imagine the other two would, or the other three would. There is the huge speculation that those will all be announced and all be available first, or will all be available first or exclusively or something on the Steam machine whenever that happens. So there's still that possibility that I guess they could be announced, since there's going to be some kind of statement on the Steam machines. I mean, they wouldn't come out until Steam's machine comes out next year. So that's pretty much it for like my feelings or my thoughts and everything on it. If you have another one or something that you're excited for, or if you just want to disagree with anything that I said, make sure to leave it below. Make sure to do the generic YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe. No butt sex. None of that. This is going to be such a long video, but I knew that going in. With all that said, I'll see you guys later. Eep.